better fit automatically for the Barca style of play. What's interesting to me is that Philippe Coutinho's on the bench and it's Artur the automatic change. It must be frustrating for Coutinho.
Must be, but again, if you're going to make a change in midfield, you wouldn't be, certainly Ernesto Valverde wouldn't be bringing Philippe Coutinho into that middle three, because in his opinion he's a bit of a liability in that area of the pitch, a bit of a luxury player. He'd come on for either Suarez or Dembélé. Kicking out at the ball, wasn't properly clasped by the goalkeeper, and in the end Ruben made the save.
Well, here's the applause of the Camp Nou for Dembélé.
Not been the best performance by
it must be frustrating for Coutinho.
Ousmane Dembélé, but there's been a couple of exciting moments where he's taken on a bit of a luxury player.
He'd come on for either Suarez or Dembélé. The decibel level rose when Coutinho came on. He's got a big opportunity here, the final quarter of the game. It's 2-0 to Barcelona. Celta have had to substitute their best player. Opportunity perhaps for Philippe Coutinho to shine.
And they haven't looked like the same team since Iago Aspas left the field of play, Celta. It's interesting to see Maxi take up the mantle and really bossing his teammates around, constantly gesticulating and conducting play really on the pitch.
Well, it's Coutinho's first touch. It ends up with a lost ball and a foul by Sergio Busquets on Bryce Méndez. Busquets, I think it's fair to say, not too happy with the decision.
Teammates with Spain, of course. Bryce Méndez recently called up. I'm sure Busquets will be a player that he respects and looks up to a great deal.
It's Josabed back to Araujo.
In fact, it was interesting to hear Mario Hermoso, Espanyol player, saying that when he joined up for the first time with the Spanish national team, it was Busquets more than anyone who took him under his wing, who sort of chatted to him and made sure he was okay and settling in okay.
Araujo, Costas, Lobotka. Araujo again. Ruben Blanco. Piqué got there ahead of Buffal, but unable to control it. This is Mathan. Beltran inside to Lobotka. Oh, it was an ambitious one towards Mayo. Lenglet. Artur. Surrounded by three Celta players, he managed to escape the pressure and made the pass pay. This is Piqué, Messi.
Kicking out at the ball, wasn't
Piqué.
properly clasped by
Semedo.
the goalkeeper, and in the end, Ruben made the save.
Lays it off for Rakitic. That was a good idea from Rakitic. The ball comes to him eventually. This is Luis Suarez. Coutinho. Coutinho finds Messi. Mayo dispossesses him. You see the thought process of Coutinho there, trying to get it onto his right foot for one of his trademark moves. Shot into the top right-hand corner, didn't quite come off for him. At the end, Leo Messi wins the corner. He's not happy.
Well, he's not happy. Very rarely.
He lets you know when he's not happy, Leo Messi, doesn't he?
Very rarely see him like that, Leo Messi. He felt he was getting constantly fouled here by Hugo Mayo over on the right-hand side. You heard the fans behind the goal appealing for a free kick as well. Frustrated, Leo Messi.
We've often seen him, haven't we, with that kind of reaction, picking up a yellow card. On this occasion, referee Prieto just allowing Messi to let off steam a little bit. Here's Semedo. Busquets. Alba. Now Coutinho. Piqué to Clement Lenglet. Arthur. Rakitic. Nice ball, but spotted by Ruben Blanco, and Semedo a little late to see it. The idea was superb from Ivan Rakitic. Costas. Looking for Mayo, finding him this time. It's a chase for Beltran, but very well dealt with by Lenglet. 52% possession for Barca, 48% for Celta. Much of that 48% has come in this second half, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Barca dominated the first period. As we said at half-time, it wasn't as though they'd created hundreds of goal-scoring opportunities, but they certainly cut the defence in half on a couple of occasions in that first half, and just had more quality than Celta above all. But they put up a fight. Celta Vigo, at times they move the ball so quickly, so well, but they aren't the same team without Iago Aspas.
Leo Messi offside. It's a bit frustrated, Leo Messi, because the flag was up, the whistle had gone. He still tried to chip Ruben Blanco. Clearly offside. No?
Quite close, I think.
So Costas maybe played him in.
It's one of those that there was, even seeing the replay, a doubt in my mind, so the linesman's now told to keep the flags down until the play is over, so I don't really know why he lifted
Bryce wide to Mathan. Sisto. Mayo in acres of space. Sisto sees him, picks him out. Beltran. Lobotka. Sisto. Beltran. Bryce Mendez gets away from Busquets superbly well. Sisto goes down in the box. One touch too many. That was crying out for a first-time effort.
Yeah, I think also the first touch let him down. Yeah. It was a heavy touch.
There's Piqué. Just misreading the situation slightly. Suarez to Semedo. Oh, it's a good ball for Rakitic. Rakitic with the neat first touch. Well defended by Costas, who's recovered miraculously. I mean, he really did look out for a while.
He did.
He was getting treatment.
Really hobbled off, didn't he?
It's Lobotka. Sisto has got Mathan outside him. Mathan cuts it back. Beltran shot blocked by Piqué, and Busquets plays the ball out. Messi. Really good from Leo Messi. Coutinho. Messi again. Escaping the first challenge. Puts Coutinho through. Ruben Blanco for the third or fourth occasion. Reading the danger very, very well. Maxi penalised for that challenge on Piqué. It's a tremendous battle out there between the two of them. Yeah, there was that first touch you were talking about, Duncan. And here's the resulting corner, flicked on to the far post by Maxi. Really well defended in the end by Semedo. And you get the impression if it hadn't been Beltran, but a slightly more physical character arriving at the far post, Celta could be right back in the game by
maybe
now.
But you're right, it was really good defending from Semedo. Uses his body very, very intelligently, gets between the ball and Beltran and makes it very difficult for him.
Really intelligent header there on the near post by Maxi Gomez. Maybe that'll be the spark to wake Barcelona up a little bit. Problems here for Arthur. Does well to get out of them. Free kick given in his favour as we move into the final 10 minutes of the game. Ernesto Valverde, as is his wont, observing things from ground level.
Well, if it stays like this, it's the perfect end to the calendar year for Ernesto Valverde. Barcelona know that there'll be 3 points clear, no one can catch them. Sevilla could move level on points with Atletico Madrid, but 3 points behind Football Club Barcelona. And what will please Ernesto Valverde even more is that it's yet another clean sheet. It'll be 13-0 on aggregate in the last 4 games should it stay like this.
Nice run from Bryce. Here's Sisto. It's not over yet though, and Valverde will be painfully aware of that. Sisto again, just a little bit of Narkic in his running. Artur gives it away, nearly wins it back. The attempt from Beltran, he was falling backwards as the ball came to him. Did well really to get a shot off, but absolutely no problems there for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. But Barcelona need to wake up. The fans have woken up, it seems, over the last few moments, because really, I mean, 1 goal now, and Barca are going to find themselves in a very anxious situation. And we're certainly looking closer to a 2-1 than a 3-0 right now.
No question, and if Barca continue to make poor mistakes at the back like they just did with Artur, that was a ridiculous pass from Artur inside his own area. Gifted it to Sisto, and Beltran almost getting one back for Celta. It was a really good opportunity. And they've got to wake up and return to the races because...
Lovely skills from Messi, but it got away from him, and it was well defended by Araujo. Lovely little change of direction there from Bryce. Zugamayo. Maxi struggling, and Coutinho doing well. I really need Maxi nearer the goal though. Lobotka to Sisto. Beltran returning it. Maxi, Sisto. Bryce Mendez tries a shot! Making Marc-Andre ter Stegen get down sharply.
Really good football from Celta. It was a comfortable save. He would have been very disappointed to have been beaten at his near post there, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but more than anything it was the build-up. It was Maxi into Pione Sisto, into Maxi again, into Bryce Mendez, and the shot, and we've not seen much better than that from Celta in this game.
And Barca struggling to play the ball out under any kind of control. Here's Jozabed. Lobotka. Mathan. Sisto. We said before the game started that the Celta bench was impressive looking, and the likes of Lobotka, Pione Sisto coming on have made a difference. Here is Lobotka. And Beltran as well, of course. Busy presence up front. Lobotka. Bryce just failing to link with Pione Sisto. Busquets takes advantage, finds Rakitic. There's one for Suarez to chase. Needs some support. Can't make his pass pay. Picked up by Pione Sisto. Bryce Mendez. Mathan. Bryce. Bertrand back to Lobotka. Jozabed, Lobotka again. Araujo.
Look how they're defending as a four. Football Club Barcelona with Coutinho over on the left-hand side.
Oh. Collected there by Longley. This is Coutinho. Hacked down from behind by Hugo Mayo.
And Ernesto Valverde, very key that his teams are never outnumbered in midfield. And because Celta have thrown on so many midfielders in this second half, especially after Iago Aspas had to leave the field of play, because they've gone to a 4-2-3-1 formation, it means that Coutinho's got a lot of defending to do to sit back and help out.
Semedo wins a throw for Football Club Barcelona. 5 minutes to go, still 2-0. And well, what the home fans will be wanting is for Barca either to add to that advantage or to string together a few more passes than they've been doing of late. Here's Rakitic. Does really well to shake off the attentions of Pione Sisto. Leo Messi. Cross in towards Suarez, just overhit. And no way Jordi Alba was getting there. Goal kick. And Carlos Alinya is going to come on to replace Busquets for the final minutes of this one.
It's not a like for like. It'll be Rakitic who'll sit back now into the Busquets role, and Alinya is a more attacking midfielder. And the cameras go to Andres Iniesta, because if you're going to compare Alinya to someone, maybe he's more of an Iniesta-style player. Artur certainly has been compared to Xavi, and I think it's a valid comparison. Alinya, slightly more attacking, probably got a few more goals in his locker.
He's done well, hasn't he, when he's come off the bench?
I think it's exciting.
Given a chance. Yeah, he does look like the real deal. And I think in a club like Barca, those comparisons that you've just made are absolutely unavoidable, but I'm sure Ernest
something that Xavi's always said when he joined Barca, when he took the step up from the youth team into the first team. He was the new Pep Guardiola, and he hated the comparison right from day one. It added so much pressure to him, and it took him many years to be Xavi Hernandez and not the new Pep Guardiola.
The tremendous loss people feel, and so it is logical that people desperately want there to be a new Xavi or a new Iniesta, but they're irreputable players to my mind. Aleñá looks like a real prospect and looks like he could have an absolutely golden future. Who knows whether at Barcelona or not, but I think it's a real tough one to say that anybody could be comparable with Iniesta. Just look what Iniesta's still doing in Japan.
Yeah, scoring incredible goals. And he's a firm fan's favourite over there, as
Quite right.
you knew he would be. Well, he's a fan's favourite wherever he goes.
Corner for Celta. They're running out of time. The sixth corner of the game. Really put too much pressure on Marc-Andre ter Stegen. It's been a serious performance by Barcelona again. Ter Stegen plucking that one out of the air without any difficulty. Artur finds Leo Messi, and Gerard Piqué storming forward through the centre. He wants his goal, doesn't he? Coutinho thinks about a shot, and it's blocked.
He wants his goal.
Suarez. Yeah.
It would do his confidence the world of good. Felipe Coutinho is finding himself more and more on the bench.
He is, and he just doesn't, the body language doesn't seem right to me. He doesn't look particularly inspired or happy on the pitch. There's something a little bit sullen about him when he comes on. I want to see a Brazilian player playing with these fantastic players in this team, in this ground, with a bit of bounce, a bit of a bounce in the balls of his feet, a bit of a smile on his face. You don't get that impression with Coutinho.
No, it's true.
Good challenge from Rakitic. It falls to Messi. Lays it off to Aleñá.
He is a player that can add that bounce, no question about it, Felipe Coutinho, and we've seen it on many occasions throughout his career at Espanyol, of course, as well. But
it's because Mayo has committed foul after foul after foul after foul, and I think Alba expected him to see at least a yellow card. Bryce, it's cleared. Aleñá collecting it. Lobotka on top of him straight away, and Coutinho penalised for that challenge. It'll be the final move of the game, a Celta free kick. And Bryce Mendez, if he can find the right option, capable of the kind of service that has been so useful. Useful for Maxi Gomez and Iago Aspas in the past. Aspas, of course, no longer on the playing surface. Bryce. Piqué with the headed clearance put back into the mix by Araujo. Piqué playing it out, and there is the final whistle.